Hi, Dougie Burt from Doug Burt's Tackle World here with Stuart Grice today from Doug Burt's Tackle World. How you going, mate?
I'm very good. How are you, Doug?
I'm good, Stuart. The weather's been a bit iffy, so...
But we've got good things coming.
We have, today... Actually, today's good weather, but we're at work here and we're very busy, so we have to work. Then tomorrow, Saturday morning, I might go for a quick fish on the seawall, I think.
Okay.
For Dewey or a flatty.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Stu, you're busy, mate. You got a big comp on.
Yeah, we do. Well, don't know about big, but we've got a comp.
Okay.
But
sounds good.
We'll see. Hopefully they're big.
Stu's one of the Top Gun anglers at the Flathead Top Gun shootout. I was asked, but I'm a bit busy. We've got friends here from down south this weekend, so Stewie's taken the role, and he would have been asked anyhow because he's a Top Gun. But anyhow, so we're going to get into the fish report, Stewie,
That's it.
and we'll talk about you later. Okay, mate. So offshore. Okay, guys, no snapper yet because it's not snapper season opening until Tuesday, 16th. So we're talking about this weekend, the 13th and 14th.
Correct.
Correct, yeah. So you can go do other fish offshore. So you can go chase dewies, you can chase cobia. Actually, I saw True Blue fishing charters today, got a nice cobia and a heap of tuna, mac tuna.
Yep.
But the dewy's been caught at the front here as well. It's full moon at the moment. Tonight would probably be the go on the Friday night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night it might be not too bad, but got to watch the swell that's still up.
Yeah, it's still up, and they just love it on a full moon when that moon cracks on the horizon.
That's
and
it.
They just turn on.
Sun goes down, the moon comes up, and it's like whambo. They bite their heads off.
They do.
But make sure you're back in on the high tide.
Yeah.
Once that tide starts running out,
Going to be ugly.
up to 3 metres on the sets coming through, and I would dare say you stick very close to that north wall when you're coming in. Yeah, just be careful. But don't come across the north side. If you're going north, come right around down towards the surface and then come back up and in. Anyhow, just be careful. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the morning might be right for dewies offshore.
Yeah.
If you're getting caught during the day, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can't chase pearlies there at the moment. It's still closed season until the 16th. So I would perhaps just, we talked about light jigging last night in our seminar, Stuart.
Yep.
And even if you go with your sort of Docan type jigs, Stu, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that type of thing. So it's just a like a snapper ball. It's two independent parts, so the head and the hooks are different. That's a little Shimano on there.
Yeah.
And in that close reef stuff, 45 grams is heaps.
And you'll probably catch about 15 other species plus snapper tomorrow on that thing.
Yeah.
Just obviously dice the snapper back in the water.
Yeah.
But you'll also catch parrotfish, you'll catch trade jew, you'll catch cods, you'll catch anything you
Tailor,
can.
everything.
Tailor,
Yeah.
They'll bite it.
Yeah, Tuskies or parrot really like those jigs.
The Murray cod like them as well.
Yeah.
And everything else, even yakkers.
Yep.
They all like it. So give it a crack if you want to get offshore tomorrow. Otherwise, I would definitely go and maybe cast some small metals in this sort of size on the bags at Narrowneck for Taylor, and maybe at the wreck at the Scottish Princess, which is at just near opposite SeaWorld sort of thing.
Main beach.
You'll see the cormorants feeding on the bait there, and there's always a dive boat there.
Yeah.
But there'll be Taylor there, but definitely Taylor down around Narrowneck area.
Yeah.
But just be careful of the surf, it is pretty big.
Yeah. And been lots of schools of little bonito and tuna and stuff like that
pretty
as well.
good.
So.
Bonito.
Yeah, which are good eating.
Boston's leaping bonito, they're called.
Yeah.
Give them a crack. If you're going to go offshore wide, it may be a bit windy. There's a bit of west in the wind over the weekend, so I dare say once you get out about probably past 36, it's going to be a bit ugly.
Yeah.
So even though it might only be 5 or 10 knots in close, it's probably going to be 20 plus out there, and with that swell, not good.
No.
So give that a miss maybe.
Give it a miss.
Yeah, and hopefully we get a couple of good days in next week if the weather changes, it comes good. Yeah, so that would be the go. So Stuart, anything else offshore you can think of at the moment?
I think that's about it at this point in time. As Dougie said, Snapper and Pearl is still closed. Dewey's definitely worth a go. Chuck a livey out the back floating for a cove. And,
but just get ready for the snapper when they come along. So
it's going to be good.
All the charter boats are not fishing for them intentionally, but they're using live baits trying to get dewies or whatever at the moment, cobia. And they're forever throwing back 80 centimetre snapper from the 18s and the 24 fathom reefs. Yeah. Once the guys fishing close.
Yep.
If you do get a chance to get out, like if you were to...
This is later next week.
Yeah, you could show those on
Tuesday.
Yeah, after Tuesday.
We just got heaps of LCAT flasher rigs in.
Yeah.
So they're just a dressed hook. 3-hook gang, swivels in between, easy to put your pillies on. And they're mega UV, and we've also got some glow-in-the-dark sinkers.
Yeah,
so Dougie's just charged these ones up.
So if you use those two together, you're going to get absolutely hammered by a big snapper or anything else down there, but generally a big snapper. Lumo sinkers in that. Otherwise, Stewie, the other thing that's happening down at the moment is a lot of kings and amberjacks northeast and 50s southeast.
Yep.
Just going off. Big amberjacks up to about 20 kilos, kings up to 10 or 15.
Yep. And jigging, Dougie?
Yeah, long jig, mechanical jigging, which is the fast type jigging that we do. These are both Japanese type jigs. That's the sort of size you want to use, around that 250 to 300, 400 gram size.
Yep.
You can
so
see
jig
those.
size depending on current. There is a bit of current, so you might have to upsize the jig a little bit.
That's right, yeah. If you use slow pitch one, it's good.
Yeah.
But other than two, everyone's getting ready for snapper, and they're all using, we sell lots of this sort of stuff, but guys, if you want to know how to make these, we've got all the gear here to make them.
Yeah.
They're Lumo hooks, they're fluorocarbon, and they've got the little tickle stuff on the top that gets the snapper. It's fancy going.
That's it.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, but that's about it for offshore, I think. Oh, we've got soft plastics. We've got to talk soft plastics real quick. This is actually a killer. These are one of the new Bite Science soft plastics. Very, very soft, so much action, it's just ridiculous. It's like some people call it Nuke chicken colours. A lot of different brands do different colours.
Yeah.
But it's the same colour, different name. But they're really good.
They're really good as well.
Give them a crack. Otherwise, I think that's about it for offshore. We're going to go down to the Seaway. What's happening in Seaway, Stu?
Mate, there's still been heaps of Trevally, Taylor and stuff on the end of the North Wall. I know we say it every week, but they're still there.
Yep.
So we're going to keep saying it. But
it's true though.
Run-in tide, you'll have a low tide tomorrow at around about probably 5-ish, maybe 6-ish.
I would have said high tide around 7:30.
No, it's going to be way later than that.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, incoming tide early either way, and there's been a lot just cast into the washers, and just with some small metals like those little fellows there.
While Stu's talking, I'm just going to look up the tide. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
okay.
And there's been a lot there. Coming in around the corner as well, been a lot of flatties along the wall, just casting soft plastics into the rocks and working them out, and around the timbers up to the northern end as well. So a good customer of ours, Chris, he got it was a mid 80 centimetre flatty last week.
That's a nice fish.
And it was a really good fish. He got that fellow on we just spoke to him before and I forgot. But it was
you got on a 3-inch gulp shrimp, which
exactly
is my favourite.
Right.
My go-to.
Exactly
one of my
right,
go-tos.
Actually. Yeah.
I know.
So we got on a little 3-inch gulp shrimp. But apart from that, as Dougie, we showed these the other week again, but the little Bite Science, these ones are just pre-rigged. They've been absolutely smacking them. For a pre-rigged plastic, really good hook in them. They've got a BKK hook in there, and they're tough as. What time is that? What time is that?
Just for the record, I think Stu and I are both a bit out. So I said around about 7, 8 o'clock high, but it's actually not 8:57. Sorry, I was out a bit. Stu, you're way out. Low tide's at 2:57 tomorrow morning. So yeah.
I reckon it's going to be a little bit later.
It's about an hour out actually, right? So we.
2:57.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry to sort out that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that bait that Stu's talking about in the Seaway is going all the way up through past Runaway Bay.
Yeah, past Crab Island.
Both sides, Crab Island, either side actually. There's been a lot of tailor this week, called like so many tailor guys getting like 20, 30, whatever you got to get.
They're pretty big.
And good size, yep. And Trevally nice as well. Some little tuners even.
Yeah.
But anywhere from sort of Runaway Bay Marina, past LC, around the outside edge of Efferin and Sovereign, and up to the top of Sovereign, sort of heading up towards Korean Cove Way.
Yeah.
You'll see the birds diving, definitely running tide has been the hot time.
Yeah.
And just troll lures or cast little metals, like I said before, that sort of size, little armor lures, kick butt, and just casting the birds, and you'll see the fish chopping, and it's all happening.
Yeah.
And it's instant hook up.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. The jumping pin, we'll go head up there for real quickly. We were up there on Wednesday, that's true?
Wednesday.
Yeah. And it was the same deal, guys. Everyone was just driving along. Next thing you see, I did like a full 30, 40 knot lock because you saw the fish going spastic on the surface and the birds diving, and it was going off, and there was tailor everywhere.
There's lots of tailor.
And it was like every 400 metres
Yeah.
from where you come out to the Jacobs Well Channel from the Broadwater all the way around past Venez Road, past
Yeah.
Crusoe, and back up towards Slipping Sands.
Yeah.
That's all the way, and the tail all the way.
Yeah.
Because we caught tail all the way.
Yeah, we did.
Not intensely fish one. We tried to
No.
fish with tails for flatties,
Yeah.
but we caught tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we caught a few flatties as well, which is
We
good.
did get a few flatties
Yeah.
as well. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, what was the flathead lure that you liked this week, Stuart? What were you using, mate?
Right, we've been using a bit of new stuff because we
have.
have been getting a lot of new stuff. So it's always product testing time.
Pick up your favourite one at the top of this.
Oh, my favourite. Oh,
And-
come tomorrow and we'll show on the favourites.
Only because this is
Yeah, Mega UV. So it's a really
Yeah.
good example.
Yeah.
UV colours, we always
So hold them
ramble on
closer.
about it, but makes a
Yeah.
massive difference. Apparently fish see it, but who knows? I haven't asked a fish.
No.
I've asked a fish, but they haven't answered me back. But,
Yeah.
but apart from that, Dougie, you used a few Kitex.
Yeah, Kitex are good. I really like them. They're a bit soft, but gee whiz, they get the bites, that's for sure.
So they do some really good natural colours. That one there is the Pro Blue, which Dougie used. Herring, a bit like a rainbow trouty type colour, Dougie, but
Yeah.
they work really well.
Yeah.
But they, as you said, they are soft.
They're very
but
soft.
they catch a lot of fish.
I catch a lot of fish.
Yeah.
We've just got a heap of bait junkies in, guys, as well.
Yeah.
Heaps of Kitex, as we said, bite science. Just got it finally on the walls now, so that's been really good as well.
Yeah.
Squid, back down this way again. We'll keep doing the whole area of the Broadwater. A lot of squid caught this week. I noticed that Clint off Brad Smith's Fishing Charters
Yeah.
got sort of like around 15, 20 each time they go out. They're really good size. I got some last Sunday that were really big, and there's plenty out there. So with your squid jigs, as I always say, run something in that sort of 3 size, like that size. As your set ones that just sit at the back of the boat, they're just dragging along the bottom or just off the bottom. And cast lures would be something in that size, like a 2.5. Yeah.
And I reckon I really like those ones, Dougie, because they've got the legs, mate.
Yeah, they're like the
They
old.
just chatter around.
They're not the old Yozuri. Actually, Jewel is Yozuri pretty well. Same company. I'm close to it. But yeah, they're like the old prawns that we used to have years ago.
Yeah.
And Stu, the other thing that's been happening in the Broadwater has been whiting. So the whiting's starting to bite, and I saw Wayne Young went up the river the other night and absolutely domed them.
Brained it.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
some, and they're all good fish up to sort of 40 centimetres, 38, 40. And the tides this weekend really suit that if you want to do a bit of a late night. So you've got sort of 2 or 3 hours to run up, and then you fish 2 hours to run out.
Yeah.
You'll get a good session in.
Yeah,
Just need
exactly
to get those
right.
beach worms and some yabbies, and up you go.
Yeah.
A few sand crabs been around as well, Stuart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
A few muddies around. We saw the Pro
Yeah,
Crabber on
that's
Wednesday.
right.
He pulled up a pot, had heaps in there.
had heaps in it.
Yeah,
And said it was
and
his
they were good
best
quality.
season ever, and still going.
Yeah, and he's been doing it for
Yeah.
35 years. So
true.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So give the muddies a crack, guys. And even still the odd prawn around in August. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, you can rustle up
Yeah.
a feed. You won't be getting buckets like we were a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a
but
few weeks ago.
yeah, you definitely get a feed.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So flatties to go this weekend, guys. If you're in the Broadwater area, like Jumping Pin, there is the flathead shootout. I know the Top Gun shootout thing on Sunday at the Sport Fishing Club.
Yeah.
Give that a crack if you want to come down and enter that. Come down tonight, actually, down to the Sport Fishing Club at the end of Smith Street, and they're meeting there about 6:30, 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
and you can enter in there. And fishing starts early Sunday morning. It's just like a fishing 6:30 to about 1 or
I
something.
think it's 6:30 till 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
biggest 5 fish.
Biggest size fish, that's right. So, got to be in it to win it. So, guys, give that a crack. Other than that, I would be maybe going and chasing. There's always bream around everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's about it. On the surf side of things, if you're land-based, I love surf fishing. I went down again last Sunday, and it was blowing northeast again, 18 knots or something. I got smashed again by the weather. Saturday night, they killed it. It was blowing westerly. So you need to be blowing westerly wind before you get on the beach, okay?
Yeah.
Or no wind or anything. And there's a great hole about 300 metres north of Phillip Park, which is opposite SeaWorld at the moment, on the beach. That hole is one of the best I've ever seen for many years on the beach. It's
It
just-
comes right in.
Yeah, it comes right in. It's deep as, and has a good entry out. So give that a crack maybe over the weekend. I'll be probably down there Sunday afternoon again and have another go if the weather doesn't go
Permits.
north-east. There's been a sort of few guys getting whiting and dart in the surf at Narrowneck. Down at Mermaid's been really good. There's plenty of tailor down there as well at Mermaid. Further south, definitely down south of Tweed's been awesome. The swell's big at the moment, as we all know, but it will drop off a bit over the weekend. So hopefully you'll get a bit of fish in over the weekend on the beach, and the wind drops off as well. So that's worth a crack. Other than that, there's been some good flathead caught at Runaway Bay in front of the canals there again, land-based.
Yep.
Have a go at that. Just casting plastics, got that high tide in the morning, run up tide, and fish that, or go down late in the afternoon and fish the deeper channels on the bottom of the tide.
Yeah.
And walk out a bit, okay, and fish where the weed enters into the channel. That's what I'll be seeing behind that. Other than that, for land-based, haven't really heard a big. He's still a couple of jacks around though.
Still a few jacks.
Yeah.
For guys fishing the canals and up around the bridges and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right. Yeah. Try Runaway Bay Canal's always a good one behind the shopping centre there, or between the two bridges at Runaway Bay. That's a good area to fish on there. You get whiting off the beach there as well.
Yeah.
On the back of the shopping centre, and you get bream that around the pylons and the odd mangrove jack.
Yeah.
Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Or take the kids down the foreshore at Labrador for whiting, anywhere from Bicker Creek to Chara Seafood.
Yep.
If you don't catch anything, go into Chara Seafood. Guaranteed. Fish. Okay, guys, Stewie, freshwater. Actually, I saw Steve, I was mate Steve, I can't remember his surname, went up there and got some really good fish with his dad this week.
Yeah, okay.
Now they're solid fish, around 40 plus, 45, maybe bigger.
Yeah.
And they were quite fat fish. He said they were down deep, and they were working lures down deep. So if you troll something like Stewie's got here, which get down...
These are called a donger, and I reckon they'd absolutely dong the bass.
Yeah, but they'll get down. If you put them a long way back, like drop them back about 50 metres and troll them at about just over walking speed, they will get down probably around 10 to 12 metres, which is about the depth. They're normally about 18 feet, 6 metres down at this time of year. And they're feeding on the bait, so find the bait, find the fish and troll through it, or cast spinner baits, or you could vibes do.
You can definitely vibe. So the little samakis have been really good in the salt, and they work just as good in the fresh.
Yep.
But
give it a crack. But otherwise, in the freshwater scene, that's what we've really heard. Hin stands not too bad. Yeah. So that's about it, guys. Get out there and give it a crack. This weekend, get ready for the snapper season. We've got all the gear here if you want to get ready for that as well. And we've got a snapper seminar number 2 on next Thursday night, the 18th. If you want to book into that, just give the shop here a ring. You need to ring the shop to book in because I don't get time to answer my phone. I'm really sorry, or anything, message or anything. I don't get time. But ring the shop and they'll book you straight in if you want to do it. And there's cost involved, but they'll tell you about it. And that's probably about it. And that's about it, Stu. Lots of gear. We got so much new gear. We just had a trade show on, so all the new gear is coming through now as we speak. Okay, that's it.
We'll be here.
We'll be here. Doug and Stewie and the whole team here. Doug Stackerwell, thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.